Yeah, he was calling me cool.
Well, on that awkward note, welcome back to the PM Podcast. I'm Aaron. This is Blake.
How you doing?
And today we're just kind of going to go down the rabbit hole a little bit. We're going to talk about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And I don't know what that... I mean, I'm just...
All right, bunny hole.
Glory hole, what?
What?
What? Glory holes.
No.
So how do you start this conversation besides with glory holes?
You'd never been a shit in glory hole?
Nope.
Not even once?
Nope.
Even if you saw the girl beforehand?
Truck, no.
Fair.
How about you?
No, yeah. I need it. No. Yeah. No,
not a glory hole type of...
No, absolutely not. I'm not a surprise kind of guy. I need to know what I'm getting. You know what I mean?
You ever seen that, Oh, okay, so there's this porn, and it's in the Ukraine, and apparently, like, there's this place you go into, and there's, like, glory holes, and then there's, like, things that, like, there's drapes, and then, like, the woman's back half, just, like, spread eagle, no pants or anything, and all you see is their ass and, like,
Sounds like some, like, red light district
and it's like
stuff.
yeah, and it's
red
like
light, green light.
it's like a big freaking room, and then, like, some are, like, on their back with, like this, and stirrups, some are bent over in the doggy style position at different heights and different angles, and it's like this big ass room, and you go in, you pay, and you walk through the curtain, and there you go.
And women agree to this?
Yeah, they get paid pretty good for it.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what...
And then, so the people, the girls that you see, like, the girls, like, you can't see their faces, so, like, you just see the right? And they're on their back sometimes with their feet, like, open like that, or turned over in doggy style. And the funny thing is there's a monitor, like, on the wall of their faces. So you can't see them through, like, a glass wall, but you can see the camera view of them, a camera angle of them.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it was funny because there was one where there was this bigger girl that was doing it, and she was sitting there just reading a magazine.
She was just...
While he was doing it.
Hey.
And she was like... I'm like, okay, I get that you're paying for this shit, and it's like a weird sex room kind of thing, but how sad would that be? Like, the poor guy.
I mean,
he already paid money to do it. What?
Well, he didn't see her, right?
Yeah.
Or
It's like there's a screen in a camera angle. You can't see them directly, but you can see them on a screen. So you can see their faces and everything.
Maybe that's the section that he wanted to go to. Maybe
poor
that's
guy
his,
though. I'm just saying, he's just sitting there. He's like doing. He's like, yeah, and she's just like, yeah, okay, whatever. Is what it is.
That's probably like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. That's just not...
I don't know how you would, honestly, though. I feel like people just don't care about, like, STDs or anything
No,
like
you have
that.
to wear a condom.
Oh, well, thank God.
Yeah.
Well, that helps.
All right, I'm done with that, Billy. You're next.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. Dude,
That's how it happens. There was a line in this video. Not even joking. Swear to God.
I mean, I believe it. It sounds like was it in the red light district?
I don't know where it was, but
I've heard of, like, brothels and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, brothels are legal here in the United States.
Oh, there's a few of them, isn't there?
Yeah, in Nevada.
Yep, I heard about that. Yeah, there was a...
Yeah, brothels are totally legal.
Mm-hmm. There's like, what, less than a handful, though, right? That legally? Because I think they're just, like, kind of grandfathered into the state.
Well, no. So
or they just pay
there's a law for it. Like, you can actually be a brothel in Nevada today.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like, currently, you can open up a brothel in Nevada.
Red light district in Nevada?
There's this one place. It was funny. It was so freaking hilarious. Because there's this one place, because I used to work for this company that did, that sold the trainings to the gas stations for, like, the pump maintenance and stuff. And I was looking up this one address in Nevada, and it was outside of Las Vegas, and it was a truck stop. And then attached to the truck stop was this place called Pussycats, and it was a brothel connected to a truck stop outside of Las Vegas.
Well, you couldn't have picked that one any better.
Yeah. Now, prostitution is completely illegal in Nevada.
Right, but so what's the difference again?
Brothels are government regulated and state regulated entities. They're a business. Prostitution.
Is prostitution not a business?
It is. It's the oldest. It's the oldest business. But you can't tax prostitution.
Interesting. Hey man, if the government can make its money,
you can tax a brothel,
do it, right?
It's like a strip club. You can tax a strip club. You know what I mean?
Dude, I don't go up there with coins. I go there with dollars. You know.
Yeah, I go with nickels.
I gotta pay with Sam too.
I go
Make a hail. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I'm like, yeah, exactly.
No,
I'm like bringing in change, bitch.
Oh,
I'm a baller on a budget.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna make it hail.
Penny for your thoughts?
Dude, I mean, they get compensated really well. I mean, I knew a
What,
stripper
at brothels
that,
or strippers?
No, strip club.
Strippers get paid big
Yeah,
money.
like I knew a
We
pretty
talked
cute
about
one. Yeah, she made like $300 an hour. I think is what it ended up coming to, and she worked for like a few hours, and it was like a slow day, and I was like, you made like $1,800.
You know what the average stripper in New York makes?
I don't want to know.
Okay, so the average stripper, and most strippers, by the way, live in New Jersey. They live in New Jersey, drive into the city, or take the train or into the city every single night, and then go back to New Jersey every day. So they'll go in, they'll work 3 days a week.
Right.
That's it.
Friday,
3 days a week. And no, they work like Wednesday, whatever days they pick.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They just say 3 days a week. Typically the weekends, like for Friday, Saturday, and then they'll do like Wednesday shift. But they work 3 days a week. Some of them 2 days a week. And the average income for a New York stripper is $75,000 to $130,000 a year.
So, and you think about that though, like in New York City, or even New Jersey, like the income rates are high there.
Yeah, but the fact that
They have to be.
But the fact that you're making $130,000 as a stripper working 3 days a week,
Right.
and some people on Wall Street can't make that, and they're working 7 days a week. Like
So
what?
How many days of the year you working compared to, you're working
That's
a month?
like a firefighter's.
I'm working 3 and dancing, and you're working 7 and dying at a desk.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Hey,
just
man,
like,
you gotta pay your bills some way.
yeah, it's like firefighters. They work like 3 days out of the week,
Yeah,
but it's like full day. Like
they're working 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
3 12s. Yeah, 3 12s on 3.
no,
and
it's
then
24 hours.
4. Oh, is it? I thought it was 3 12s.
It's 24 hours.
Interesting.
Oh, you mean that they're at the station 3 days on? Yeah.
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 Weird job titles, man.
It's
even
weird.
Doctors, like, I mean, you can work 3 days a week, right? And a few days, or you can work, few days a week, all day, or like I know a doctor, he works like literally like months at a time. Like he doesn't get days off for like a month, but then he takes like a week break.
I mean, why not?
Well, yeah, he goes and travels because he just made like freaking $70,000 working on the 4th of July, making overtime.
True.
And one day, it's like,
Doctors make crazy money. But yeah.
man, you gotta save lives.
but back to this Ukrainian shit.
He's like,
Yeah.
I want to talk about this.
it's
though.
weird. It's so weird. But I'm like, I mean, I get because like, you watch this video and you watch like this thing on the video, and it's literally about like, there's like regulations. You have to wear a condom. You can't do this. You can't do that. You have people like watching to make sure. There's a camera right above the entry point. I guess is the best way to put that. And like you have to like they will watch to make sure you're not slipping the condom off. Like, it's a very regulated thing. It's really weird. Also, did you know there's topless bars? There's topless bars here in the U.S. too. So there's brothels, there's strip clubs, obviously. There's naked strip clubs, like strippers that will get completely nude. There's some strip clubs that allow touching. And then it's like,
Yeah, I've heard of that one in Kokomo. I guess that's like a. Oh, maybe.
Oh,
I don't
hip
know if
huggers?
there's-
Hip
Yeah,
huggers?
that's what I remember in high school. It's just like what the buddies used to, because you can. I think you can be 18 to get in there too.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So actually, that was the first strip club I ever went to because
we
it was.
talked about this on
yeah.
an episode of the show.
Yeah, we talked about this, but just a quick recap.
Yeah, I didn't even get that low in my life, guys. Jesus. And you went.
Hey, I've never been.
Oh, okay. It's just
So the reason I went to the strip club was I had a sex ed class that I took at Ball State.
Yeah.
Well,
That's hilarious. Tell me you went there as a field trip.
Sort of. It was actually a book report assignment that I had to do over my experience of something that I was very uncomfortable with doing and I've never done before. So I said, all right, well.
Says the stripper.
Yeah, well.
That's awesome, though, that you did that.
Yeah, so.
Okay, continue. And you stopped, and I'm like, oh, how'd it go? Okay, so, sorry.
You good?
Well, what's even better about that is none of my friends would go at the time. Not one of them wanted to go with me.
Interesting.
So, lo and behold, I asked my dad.
And now me knowing your dad, that's It makes so much
Hey, but
more
he
sense.
he was getting on the dance
it makes
floor.
so much more
It
sense.
was
At your
awesome.
wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, he was killing it.
We finally got our wedding pictures back,
Mm.
and if there's a picture on the dance floor, he's in it. It's
Wow.
hilarious.
Good. You had a good
But
time.
no, so like we go to Hip Huggers
Mm.
because he was like, hey, he's like, I'm an ex-teacher around Madison County. He's like, I do not want to be seen. And he goes,
fair.
and I was like, okay, well, I was like, then you pick the place and we'll go. And he goes, let's go to the one in Kokomo. He was like,
Nobody
it's
will.
been pretty safe there.
Fair, absolutely.
And so I was like, all right, well, nobody knows you in Kokomo. Let's do that. So
Absolutely.
we go over there and we walk in, we get a table and we get a pitcher of beer. And
It's expensive as hell.
yes, it is.
Probably,
But I
yeah.
wasn't paying for it, so I was fine.
Fair.
But we get in there, we're sitting down, and I had a pad of paper with me. And literally all the girls just started flocking over to our table and started asking, like, what's a pad of paper for?
Right, because they're just like, is he seriously doing homework when we got these titties in his face right now? Like, what the heck?
Were they good-looking girls?
Most of them.
Really?
Most of them were, actually.
Because I feel like Indiana strippers, like,
I've been to 2 strip clubs, 2 different ones, and like, so far,
As awkward
0
as
out
it
of 10.
was, I was very impressed.
I feel like if you're going to go to a strip club, you got to go to New York or Las Vegas.
Absolutely.
Or something like that.
Nashville.
Yeah.
Crazy
Well-
shit. Anyways.
And it was so funny because she was like, they were like, hey, he's like, what's a paper for or whatnot? And I was like, oh, I'm writing a paper over my experience for a class. And they go, really? And they'd sit on my lap and start talking to me about all this stuff. And I was just like,
That's awesome.
all the guys around are getting pissed because all
Absolutely.
the girls
they're
are
right-
coming
they're right
over.
over you. See, okay, so weirdly enough, that is on my bucket list.
You haven't been?
I haven't been to one.
I don't know.
But
Honestly,
here's the deal.
dude.
Here's the deal. I want to go to a strip club in Las Vegas.
Fair.
Like, I'm not gonna go to one here because it's just like I'm only gonna go. I'm married, so like the only convincing I'm ever gonna, even if I'm allowed to go to one, the only convincing I'm gonna have is like it's just on the bucket list. I want to go to one in Vegas or New York or somewhere where it's like worth.
That's
going.
interesting. So my sister, that was kind of like when they got married. Obviously, the bachelorette party. Husband's never been before, so they took him. It's all a good time. My sister was pissed, and he's like, "It
I
was
bet.
just on the bucket list. Like,
Hey,
chill out. Like, and I
hey.
didn't go because, I wanted to go. It wasn't. I was just going with friends.
Yeah.
It's just like, but like, and it was. He's like, well, I mean, if I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be right before that. So like,
Right.
I mean, but I think it's an experience. I've done it.
Hey,
Going with
Ellen.
friends, meh.
Ellen, you gotta look at me. Would you let me go to a strip club? Not now.
No.
Even if I just like it's a bucket list, I want to knock it off my list.
Fair.
You have to go with me? Will you pay for my dances? How does that work?
Absolutely.
You going to a strip club or you getting a dance? What is it?
Isn't it the same thing?
No.
I mean, you
You
could go.
can.
So I've gone to strip clubs before and refused anyone touching me, anything. I was literally just there for moral support
Yeah.
of
Okay.
others.
Yeah.
So you can
So-
still go there and
Because
not
there's
get a
there's
dance.
like a main stage, right?
Yes.
Where
Yeah.
they do the
Multiple-
stripping and you can like throw ones and shit like that.
Mhm.
And then there will be girls that come up to you and ask like, "Hey, you want to dance?" Like stuff like that, right?
Dollar
Yeah.
dances. They're the best.
Dollar dances.
Dollar dances, man. It just costs $1. You put it in their hip, and they just entertain you for 30 seconds, and then they're all right. Next, that dollar dance is just a quick dance, like. But you can
That's
get
what I
private
mean.
dances.
That's what I mean, honey. Not like a private dance.
No, private dances are like. Well, I mean, I don't know. Probably
$20
in Vegas or probably. Or that's probably where they get.
Yeah,
all
I've
that
seen
money, man.
some. I've seen some rates where it's like, it's $100
but it's literally for a song, so 2 minutes.
or like $20 a song or 30.
That's- yeah,
Like it
it's- yeah.
depends on how long. Yeah.
it's boring. Man,
You know-
like I don't know. It's not. I don't
I've
know.
never been, so I don't know. I want to
Fair.
experience it.
It's really expensive too. I mean, that's
It's-
I feel like
the other
I would
thing.
walk in. I'd walk in. I'd have $100, and then once it was gone, I'm like, all right, I'm out.
That would last like 10 minutes.
Let me
Yeah,
let me
I know.
ask you though.
I know.
Let
That's
me
the
ask you
point.
guys this.
Fair. Okay.
Real quick before we go down this, 'cause I feel like we're going towards the stripping side of things, and you're going to ask a question. Keep that question. I have not introduced our guests, nor have I talked about the ad, so I have to do that before we go through the whole episode, and then
Fair
I tell
enough.
everybody who it is.
Fair enough.
All right. The PM podcast is supported by Circle City Tent. If you guys, okay, it is winter. Winter is here. In Indiana, the snow is falling. We all hate it, and it's really cold. So why not keep your car in the perfect climate all year round with the Arctic Start Remote Start by Circle City Tent? They are professional installers, have been doing it for years, and they will keep your car hot when it's cold and cold when it's hot. Best way to put it. They will start doing it right now for just $249.99, and that does include a lifetime warranty on the parts and labor. They have one location here, located in Indianapolis on the east side. Give them a call, 317-788-8468, or go to the website, circlecitytent.com. Want that window tint for that extra privacy? Need to keep everybody from looking at you while you're driving down the road, which we all hate? Well, go to Circle City Tint and get your whole entire car tinted at any shade for just $169.99. That does include most sedans and small SUVs. And it does include a lifetime warranty. So for more information on that, 317-788-8468. Now, back to the PM podcast. Okay, so we're going to go down to Blake's question. But first, we're about halfway through this episode, and we have not talked about our guest. So if you may recognize him from 2 weeks ago. Actually, no. You will recognize him from last week when he was our bartender on the 25 Days of Alcohol. He gave us some crazy drinks, got us drunk, and now he's here to talk to you again today. This is the second week in a row for you, actually, on the podcast. Yep. So welcome, Braxton.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you guys inviting me back. Heck
welcome back. I know it's... Okay, so it's weird because I screwed that whole intro up, but it's because you came 2 weeks ago, and then we had a week of filming, but then we didn't film a podcast. So now you're here for the the third week technically since you filmed, but we didn't film a podcast last week, so we're trying to catch up. So it's like a weird little. It's funny.
We had some technical difficulties.
Oh no, I already told him we got drunk. But here's the thing, though. I was talking to Blake. I didn't drink more than I normally do, but we were talking, and so I hadn't eaten a lot before drinking, and then when I did drink, we ate a bunch of spicy chips. And we drank tequila, which we shouldn't have ever done.
One shot tequila.
We are horrible with tequila. Horrible.
I'm telling you, you just gotta get a good. Well,
no. We about died on tequila.
Fair.
One time, like the first.
It's like no.
What was it?
I have no idea.
It was like the 4th or 5th episode we ever did, and we drank every 5 minutes. We took a shot, and it was a shot of tequila. And the episode was an hour and a half long.
Took me like 4 minutes and 45 seconds to recover from my last shot of tequila. And then you're like, all right, go. Oh, God.
Go. So whenever, unless it's in a margarita, I don't drink tequila anymore.
Yeah, fair.
So it's anyway. So anyway, screw that. So back to this question. Last week I got a little too drunk. Whatever. I drank too much and threw up.
Fair.
That's what it came down to.
So this time I ate. I made sure that I had eaten something, and I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Fair.
I'm not going to throw up.
Boom.
It's not going to happen.
That's right.
All right, now your question.
All right, my question to you guys.
Okay.
What is the point of a strip club? Because to me, it's like you're just paying to have blue balls.
That's so true, though. Yeah.
I mean,
you might as well just hire a prostitute at that point.
Yeah. Like, what the heck? To me, I was like... So Betsy and I have actually had conversations about this.
Okay.
And she's like, so you're going to go... Like, before we got married, she goes, so are you going to go to the strip club for your bachelor party? I said, heck no. I ain't going to pay someone to give me blue balls. Like, what's the point of that?
Fair.
True.
I was like, plus, I'm awkward in general when it comes to strip clubs. I hate them.
You're awkward in general.
I am.
No, just
I am.
Right there.
No.
No, he is. He's good on the show, but when he gets around people, man, he gets a little
Man,
He'll focus. He'll zone in on one person. Like he'll have a conversation, but if you put him in a crowd of people and he has to like try to engage with everybody, he's just like he shuts down.
Just gotta get him some liquor. You'll be all right.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're fine at your wedding.
Liquor him up. He's good.
Yeah, I saved a couple of those. What were they? Those Heineken or the
Yinglings.
Oh yeah,
which
saved
I
a couple of those.
appreciate.
Yeah, absolutely, man. He came up. He's like, "How many Yinglings?" I was like, "Oh, you got like 6." He's like, "Oh,
yeah.
Those were, I wanted those. I was like, bet you
Yeah.
got 5 now.
You
So
got 5 now.
no more Yinglings, okay? So yeah, no, I got you, bud. Heck yeah, I always take care of it. Bartending skills, man. You got to take care of the best one in the house.
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was
The
your
one that's
day.
paying you.
Yeah, facts too. Actually, everybody else did. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
That was one thing I was so crazy about that wedding, man. That was my first gig.
Real quickly, for those of you that don't know, he was the bartender at his wife and his wedding. So,
It was very cool.
Yeah.
First experience, and like that's what Betsy was like. How much should we pay? I was like, nothing, dude. Like I'm doing it for like you guys are friends.
I
Like
got
why would
you.
I do that? Yeah. And then she's like, we'll put a tip jar out there. Man, you guys just took care of me. Everybody did. Everybody was.
Yeah, I
But
heard.
like that's what it just made me realize. I was like, this is just who's in a bad mood on a wedding.
well, I
You know what
watched
mean?
somebody walk up. He got 2 drinks and threw a 20 in the jar.
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
damn.
yeah, it was nuts. It was good. Everybody
What kind
took
of
care.
drinks was it?
Dude,
Like-
you had 3
like-
beers and
yeah.
3 wines. That was it.
And he
That's
threw
what he had.
Oh no, it was. I mean, not much selection. It was like what? Bud Light,
Bud Light,
Budweiser,
Bush,
Bush. That's right.
and
Yingling.
Yingling.
So he,
And then he
I
had
don't know
like
what
boxed
he,
wine. He
yeah.
he got like maybe 2 glasses of wine and a beer, and he threw a 20 in the jar. I'm like, God,
I think I know who that was.
because I typically just like I'm usually like a $2 a drink
yeah,
type
fair.
of guy. If I have
Especially if it's, yeah.
now, if it's like a beer or a wine, I might just give you $1 or whatever, because it's just like you're just opening the can for me.
Yeah,
But
dude,
if, but
for
if
real.
but if it's like a mixed drink, and I'm having like I've had like 2 or 3, I'll give you a 5 or a 10. If you're being specific, like if I'm asking you to do a lot,
Yeah. So
But-
the point of the strip club. What were we getting at
I don't know.
before that?
Oh, blue balls.
blue balls.
Yeah.
How
I
did
don't-
we get it? How did I get it onto your wedding then?
I don't know. How did we go from blue balls to a wedding? I don't. Oh no, he's talking about he was talking about Betsy, seeing if he wanted to go to a bachelor party, and he's like, "Why would I have something for blue balls for that?" And then we got into the wedding, and then you started talking about the options and the Jaeger and the Yingling, and
I
all
was
that
say
shit.
no more Jaeger
No
for
more
me.
Jaeger, yeah. And then I had to stop and say he was the bartender at
Yeah.
the wedding, and then we got to the wedding, and now we're here.
Here we go.
Yep.
So the point of a strip club, launder money, and
So the point of a strip club,
blue balls essentially is what we're getting to.
I think
Is that a helicopter?
what the hell is that?
Is somebody mowing in the dark?
What does that sound like to you?
The helicopter.
You can still hear it too.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
almost done. It's passing over.
Hold for sound. No, I'm kidding. That's what you always.
Oh,
That's what we
so-
always say. So anyway, I think the point of a strip club is because it used to be a prostitution ring, and then when prostitution became illegal, they were like, "Well, we'll just dance to songs instead."
I think it's the oldest industry, you know.
Prostitution
working
is the oldest industry in the
so,
world.
well, right, but so it goes kind of hand in hand. Like, I mean, I feel like it's just a step down from actual prostitution, I guess. But I mean,
It's for men that don't want to cheat, or they want to cheat but they can't do it. They don't know how, or they just can't.
I think it's a business opportunity that is recognizing that men have tendencies to want and their sexual desires filled, and that's what strippers do.
they're
Essentially,
just playing on a primal urge for men to spread their seed.
absolutely. Well, yeah, exactly. In a way, I mean that's they're
Because men have that like natural like I need to be with this person, blah 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 blah, blah. And like we have that natural kind of inclination to do that kind of thing. So it's like, oh, why not just make a business surrounded by that?
absolutely, and men will pay a lot of money for it,
Yeah,
Apparently so.
and so will women. I mean,
true. Hey, Chippendales, we're just excluding because we're guys.
fair. Dude,
But
I wish I could be a stripper. If I could, dude, if I had a 6-pack, 100%.
you can get a 6
100%. I got a
Yeah.
good smile, and I got a booty. And that's
You
what
can
all
get a
the ladies
6-pack?
say. Yeah, I can. You're right. I'm working on it. 2020, 2021. Yeah.
2020. This hey,
2020. Oh, wait.
as of filming this, I'm pretty sure this is 2021.
Oh shoot, that's right.
So when this releases, it'll be 2021.
All right, we'll look forward to it, guys. I'll have a 6-pack in a few months, hopefully. I don't
months.
know. I just like you gotta. Now that I'm slowly, we were kind of talking about work and stuff. Side note, but
Yeah.
you gotta invest in yourself. And now it's
Yep.
kind of now that I'm slowing
Absolutely.
down at work. It's like, man, I can't wait to like work out and start work. Eating healthier. It's easy to eat out.
Except when you're hanging out here, because then you'll just eat all kinds of shit.
That's once a week. You gotta have your cheat
Your cheat day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
This is pretty much my cheat day.
Alcohol and pizza.
Fair.
Yep.
So
Which is fine by me.
where is this angle in this? What are we just
Oh, we're just hanging out, man.
Yeah?
We're just talking.
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
that? Oh man, the red light
That's
district.
why it's called the.
Why
Ooh,
don't you just end up going there?
The
Just
re-
get like you don't even have, you can walk in the street and get.
she'd kill me.
But it's still a beautiful place.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, of
besides, like,
course. No, I thought you meant, why don't you just go to the prostitution ring?
No. You can go to. She would kill me. Hello.
I would die.
No. I mean,
Probably from AIDS.
Yeah, probably. Dude, that's what I would be freaked out about. That's why I don't know. The kind of like with it just kind of repulses me, honestly. Like I went for fun with other friends, and I guess that's really the only time I went. I mean, do you go by yourself? People do. I mean, I guess I've seen people do it where they kind of like, I guess what you were talking about, just like
Yeah.
older people, right?
Yeah.
Especially they just don't want to be alone and
The
why
old
not surround
geezers.
themselves. Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
feel like
like-
that's where their clientele. They're digging into the
Pop that blue pill and
Security
walk
money.
on in.
making $70,000 to $100,000 a year.
Give me about 15 minutes, sweetheart.
Yeah. Fucking, oh Jesus! Pop the little blue pill and be good to go.
That's what I just said.
Get the respirators ready.
Oh, jeez. Over in the corner. That's
Don't worry, we have an emergency room in the back.
feeling hard and lightheaded? Come on in.
Literally.
Dance through the
You don't have enough blood to run both, buddy. It's your choice.
Oh God, that would be awful.
If you come in, you
what
have
is
to
it?
sit.
What about getting old?
If you come in, you got to go out.
Oh Jesus. But
If you come in, you got to leave. Sorry.
Oh my god.
But I took blue pill. I can go again. No, you can't.
What kind of accent?
Ukrainian.
Oh, okay.
it's pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah, I thought so. That was fun.
Why does he have to be Ukrainian?
Because that's the whole point of what we were just talking about, Blake. The red light district. That
Oh.
It's okay. What about
it's okay. We forgive you.
you were kind of what about traveling? What about getting old? All that stuff. I mean, you guys what's your like where you went to Hawaii recently, right?
What?
Or where,
Cabo. Cabo.
Sorry, Cabo.
Oh,
Step
yeah.
in. How was it?
It was
the
awesome.
farthest place you've ever been?
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever been out of the States.
What?
Yep.
How many times have you been out of the States?
4 times.
Okay.
A couple times in Canada. Went to Mexico the other 2 times. So
Never
kinda
been to
went north and
Europe?
south. No, that's far, man. I want to. I don't think it would
Yeah.
be a problem, but I think it's a language barrier. I guess is my biggest thing. Like we had, luckily we had when I went to Mexico, I was with a bunch of friends and we were just on the beach, kind of thing. So
Right on.
that wasn't really. We were kind of doing our own thing, but
Yeah.
I feel like the language barrier, man, that's intimidating. Going to a new place where it's just like, I mean,
just go to
there's
like,
a lot of touristy places.
Start over in England.
Fair.
Start over in England, Scotland, Ireland.
Yeah, dude, I would love to go to Greenland and check out.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, just like anything new. Australia be another.
Yeah.
There's so many different cultures out there, man. That's what's so crazy.
Also, it's kind of cool going to a place where you don't speak the language. Like if you ever go to a place where they don't speak like what?
it's intimidating. It's like
It's like
I take a shit.
hey, it's how Mexicans feel here that don't speak any English. And they have lives here.
Fair. They generally have a lot of translators with one of the family members. Like their kids are in. I mean, I see that at work a lot.
Yeah, but
of times,
so I met some guy who can't speak any English at all, and
Really?
he walks around with a little phone, and he has an app where
Yep.
he speaks into the app, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Hey, okay, okay."
that's just like that's frustrating for me because I mean I'm a talkative person, so it's
Yeah,
like I would need to know.
You're
how
like,
to-
"Can I do what?
Right.
That, this, and those."
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that would be tough for me.
It would,
honestly.
I
But
mean,
yeah, you're right. I mean, there's definitely a lot of places out there, but I've always been interested in like the Mayan cultures. Like I've always wanted to see like I mean even the pyramids. Like
Oh yeah.
They were
can
in
you imagine
Egypt.
seeing-
Or wait, Mayan pyramids or
Mayan
Egyptian?
and Egyptian. No,
Okay.
that's what like all those like those ancient artifacts. Like, I mean, we only have one life, and it's like there's a big world out there.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I'm stuck here in Indiana. Like, come on, there's so many cooler things. Like, what were my parents doing? Why not be like archaeologists, right? And travel
Is there anything
around?
holding you to Indiana? Like, why stay here?
No, not really. I guess it's just the fear of commitment to pull the trigger to go somewhere else. Because it's like that's starting over. That's a whole new world that I don't, moving here. Honestly, going to college, right, dude?
Sorry.
Going to college and living in the city. That was like probably one of the bigger things because I'm
Biggest
from a very
jumps.
small town. Yeah. So,
Where are you from again?
North Manchester.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a population of like, what, maybe 8,000. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but
Jeez.
it's pretty much a retirement home, and there is a college there, I guess. So
Yep.
it's probably not. It's
something.
8,000. It's got to be like probably 20,000. I don't know what it would be, but it's not very big, and it's everybody knows everybody. So it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what about getting old?
I don't
Have you
know.
ever thought about that?
Yeah.
You're still fairly young.
So are you. So are all of us. What are you talking about?
I feel like I'm old.
No, you're not.
Man,
You're not even the oldest one in the studio right now.
Oh, see, so wait,
How old are you?
27.
You're 29,
29.
and
he
my
feels
wife's
it.
30.
He feels it. You've said I feel old, don't you? No? Do you not feel old? Eh.
There's days where I feel old. What are you talking about? Dude, we're only 4 years
Yeah,
apart.
I just think. Well, that's fair, but just think, we got it. Like, it's gonna be a time, you
You got
know.
another 40 years on you.
I remember one of my. You know, they give you classes in college.
Yeah.
How to deal with older people.
Yeah.
Like they're their whole own breed of people. It's like, well, they're about to die, so
Yeah.
you got to learn how to talk to them. It's
I
like,
feel like when I'm 80, dude, I'm just gonna start stealing shit because you can't, like, you're not gonna do anything to, like, oh, you're gonna be like, oh, I forgot, I don't know where am I?
he's gonna be that guy.
What's my name?
How'd this get here? Here you go.
Yeah, like, oh, I didn't know, I took it, my bad. Yeah, that'd be funny. So back to the red ring, the red district thingy.
Red light.
Can you imagine how bad that fucking place smells?
I mean, it probably smells a lot like weed, honestly.
No,
so.
not the. I'm talking about the
Red light district, or the place,
the place
actual
with,
brothel
with all
thing?
the just
yeah.
with all that pussy just
Oh.
hanging out everywhere.
I feel like it would just smell. Yeah, I mean,
It would just
smell like sex and rubber, I guess. That's pretty
It'd
much.
smell like burning
rubber. Yeah, dude.
Just burning rubber.
Yeah.
smell like burning rubber from the freaking friction.
No, there was a.
There's got to be a guy that walks around there with some lube and he's like every
Hopefully.
between everyone.
Maybe you give him like you have to tip him, kind of like the guy in the
bathroom
bathroom.
attendants.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I need some sanitizer, some
Oh my
napkins.
god. He's like the guy finishes, he walks in, he's like, okay, ready? You good to go.
That would be
It's like, no, she's still good. She's still good.
He's like,
still alive.
okay, she's
Oh,
fine.
God,
She's fine.
that'd be.
And he's like, and he goes to the next one, he's like, okay, who broke condom?
Oh God, be fried. What a job. Probably
No,
gets
he's
paid.
like, no, he takes a syringe. He's like, okay, hold on, we get all of this out for you. Good to go.
Reset.
Don't worry, we have a plan B waiting for you.
Rinse,
On
dry,
deck,
repeat.
dude. They probably got those on deck.
Oh, Jesus Christ. With that being said, that's all for this episode of the PM Podcast. If you liked all of this fuckery, make sure you like and subscribe.
Oh, jeez.
If you can get this wherever podcasts are available, iTunes, Spotify, or you can watch it here on YouTube. If you're watching it here on YouTube, make sure to like this video so we can keep bringing you fun, silly, goofy content like this. With that being said, that's all, and we will see you next time on the PM Podcast.